Hey, everybody. Welcome to Fantasy NBA Today. I'm Dr. A, Steve Alexander. I am joined by Tim. What's
So
your
good to
last
be
name?
back.
Tim Woodson.
My last name.
I just
Yeah, there
blanked
you
on your last name. I'm like, I forgot I was hosting this show until Andre said we're going live. And here I'm like, oh my God, Brewski's not here. I've got this dude I see once every 3 months. Tim Woodson's here. This
go. Oh
episode is
man.
brought to you by FanDuel. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk maybe a little bit of All-Star break, maybe some tankers, maybe some of our top ads and streamers right now. Tim, how are you doing?
Good. I feel like I just came back from Christmas break and like elementary school. I'm just excited to be back. It's
I
nice.
feel like I just got thrown back into reality. I haven't really been paying attention to anything other than Katie's burner phone rumors for the last 4 days.
Absolute cinema. I love it.
All right. So let's go over some news hits here real quick. OG Anunoby practiced in full on Wednesday. That's good news for OG owners.
Mm.
And just a quick tidbit. Over the last 3 weeks, OG Anunoby is a top 5 fantasy player in 9Cat. So
Jeez.
if he was dropped or if he's, I mean, for some reason you get your hands on him, get him. But if you've got him, I think it's safe to get him back in your lineup.
Jeez, man. Wow.
Tim, any thoughts on OG?
This is what happened like last year. Towards the end of the year, he just goes ballistic and he just looks like he's a prime Kawhi. It's crazy. Just
Yeah,
have him rostered.
it's wild. Other news, Franz Wagner. He's got a high ankle sprain. He's going to miss 3 more weeks at least. I think he might be in jeopardy of not playing again this season, although hopefully that's not the case. Magic are going to have to hang in the All-Star. I mean, in the playoff hunt for that to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it doesn't really change much. We really haven't seen Franz Wagner out there much this season at all. Like, long live Anthony Black. Right?
Yeah, he's a homestay now. It's rough. I mean, if you can hold him, if you have the ability, of course, you have the IL slots, you're doing good in your standings, you know, you got to buy in the first week of playoffs, sure. But that ramp up is going to be very vicious, man. It's tough. Don't expect much if he does get a chance to play.
Wagner is now a luxury stash. Like
Yeah.
this is nuts and bolts, nitty gritty, hair of the dog time. When you got to hunker down and try to make your playoffs in your league. Like if you don't get in the playoffs, obviously it doesn't matter. And there's no guarantee that Franz is going to come back and help you. By the time he comes back, a lot of fantasy playoffs are already going to be going on. So if you need to cut Franz Wagner, cut him. I mean, it's tough times. It's decision time. He's a luxury stash. Another luxury stash might be Darius Garland. Darius Garland is week to week. He's said to be likely to make his Clippers debut in March. Tim, are you hanging on to Darius Garland for a potential March comeback?
Darius Garland like holds true to my heart, man. I am. It's so rough because it's a similar thing. You got to ramp up, but I think he right now has a better chance of playing than Franz Wagner does. So yes, I would probably lean more towards Darius Garland if you can hold.
And just for the record, the Orlando Magic are currently 7th, which means they're not guaranteed a playoff spot. They're in the play-in. But the Heat are right behind them. The Hornets are coming on strong. The Hawks are there. So the Magic need to be in that playoff mix for Franz to come back, I think. And then when you look at the Clippers, they're the number 10 seed in the West. So they're in the play-in, and they're 5.5 games up on the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are done. Dallas is done. Utah's done. Yeah. So I think the Clippers are locked in to a play-in, but they're not going to get a bye. You know, they're not going to be a top 6. So they probably want Darius Garland out there, I guess. But It's a mess. I think I'm holding on to Darius Garland if I can.
Yeah,
But I don't know that, if Nolan Traore is sitting out there on my waiver wire and I don't have
I
an
know.
injured reserve spot left for one of my players, I might make a move, man. Try to hold Darius Garland. If you can't do it, cut bait and don't look back, man.
This
Make the
guy gotta keep
sacrifice.
moving.
Then we got Zach LaVine hand surgery, keeping him out for the season. Are you surprised by this, Tim? And if you are, or if you're not, who benefits from this news?
Oh man, such a big surprise. Who would have thought? Season going. Oh, Zach LaVine's injured. Oh, how did I know? I'm not surprised at all. It's their season's down and together. They're the last team in the West. They have no reason to roll them out there. I mean, you're going to see a lot more of that. Locks in pretty much Neat Clifford rest of the season, just like to the moon. It's going to be rough. He has some shooting efficiency problems, but yeah, you can also look at people like Devin Carter. That's more time for him. Those guys are going to get plenty of run. They're tanking, man. You got to embrace the tank. That's the goal.
And what about Malik Monk? Is Malik Monk going to play? I mean, he's a veteran. He doesn't really need to prove anything, but he's kind of been ticked off sitting on the bench all year.
I noticed that in a couple like games before the break, they were playing Malik Monk. He might still get that lower minute role, but in some games, that's enough for him to put up some good value. I think I'd probably prefer the guys that are getting like 36 plus minutes first, and then you could consider Malik Monk, especially in deeper leagues. Absolutely.
There's a lot of things to love in Sacramento if you like silly season and you like young guys that you can pick up off the waiver wire. And the ones that I'm looking at, like I've been on Devin Carter pretty hard lately, and Brew's like, oh my God, I can't believe it's come to this. Devin Carter. And you're a Neat Clifford guy, and then Brew is a Dylan Cardwell guy.
Oh my
and
God,
I think we're all Maxime Reynaud guys with Domantas Sabonis out. So how would you rank those four guys, Tim? Devin Carter, Neat Clifford, Dylan Cardwell, and Maxime Reynaud.
Ooh, this is a good one. I think Cardwell's number one. He just has the easiest fantasy game. This is blocks, low points, but you get good rebounds, good field goal, doesn't turn over the ball. Easy. That's like top 90 if he just does his job right. Next, I would want to say it's like Reynaud because his fantasy game's a little cleaner too. And then I would look at honestly, I think Devin Carter and Neat Clifford are on the same plane. It just depends on who can shoot better on a given night. That's all it is. They just have shooting efficiency problems.
And where are we at with Domantas Sabonis? Like, how many games do you think he's going to play the rest of the way?
I'll give the over under of 4.
I think that may have been Brew's over under right before the All-Star break too. That's not very many games. That means you should probably pick up Maxime Reynaud. I'm going to rank them. I'm going to go Cardwell just because of the fantasy game is built into his stats.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go Reynaud just because none of us think that Domantas Sabonis is going to play basketball for a team that's already down at the bottom of the ocean with the Titanic. And then I'm going to go Devin Carter and then Neat Clifford. But it's pretty close on all four of these guys. I mean, any of them can go off on any given night. If you play DFS, FanDuel, whatever, using these Kings backups is a good way to go. I think they're going to be cheap and they're going to play.
Oh yeah, love that.
One more piece of news: Kyrie Irving will not be back this season. I'm not surprised. I would have been surprised if he was coming back, honestly. Now, if he played for the Boston Celtics and they're making a run, just like Jason Tatum, and they're trying to win a title, Kyrie might be coming back, but he plays for the Mavericks, and they're not good.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall as soon as AD got traded. I was like, oh, that's it. It's over. They're embracing Cooper Flag's future. Love that. Sucks, man. Just go ahead, let it go. Just drop him. Just do it.
Yeah,
Cut ties and
because
don't look back.
you
Because it's
shouldn't have
time
been
to go.
holding him in the first place. But if you were, uh, Tim, it appears that the notes I made. Oh, there they are. I have 2 emails open. The notes I made on the show were gone, but now I've got them back.
Oh, thank God. Oof.
All right, let's talk about our top must-add players after the All-Star break, like right now. Tim, who you got number 1?
I want to make sure I pronounce this correctly because I just got corrected by
Vuk.
our legendary production artist, Mr. Andre Lemos. But
Vuk
Tristan
Savage.
Vucevic. There we go. Yes.
Vuk Savage.
Yes, I got it. I got it. Yes. So Tristan Vucevic is number 1 on my list. Only thing that makes him number 1 right now is I'm a little concerned that Alex Sarr may not play basketball again. They have no reason to roll out Alex Sarr. As soon as he got that random, his hamstring hurts and he's out for a couple weeks, I was like, oh, here it goes. They're in ultra tank mode. Do you think these teams, like, they don't care about the tank anymore? They just make it obvious. So Vucevic, super clean fantasy game, permanent beast. You get him out there maybe 25 minutes when he's super ramped up, 27 minutes. That's top 100 in his sleep. I would absolutely have him on rosters right now. And they have an amazing playoff schedule.
Yeah, we've been talking about Vucevic for a few minutes over here. Blocks, threes, steals, rebounds, some points. And probably, I mean, he's been kind of balling out in 20 minutes or less a night. Over the last couple weeks. And then you add in the fact that Sarr may be done and Vuk's minutes could go up to 25 to 28. Then the production's going to follow. I mean, I'm with you, man. He's fully a must-own player at this point, and he really has been once Alex Sarr started missing games, because I've been nervous about Sarr missing games all year. Like, please. I've got him in a big league, and I need him, and I'm not giving up. I'm hoping Alex Sarr comes back, but he's out for at least 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
Either way. So
yeah,
Vooch is must add, must own. I'm gonna go with Jarris Walker for my number 1 ad right now. This Pacers team is done. Yeah. Walker is balling. He's 17 points and 6 boards with a steal and 1.6 threes over his last 5 games. Getting good minutes, at least 30 minutes in 3 out of his last 5. And the Pacers have no reason to hold him back and not let him, rage.
Mm-hmm. I love that one too. That's a good one.
He's also shooting pretty well, 48% over his last 5 games, which for him is really good. So I love Jarris Walker right now. And I think he should be rostered everywhere. Tim, who you got next?
This is always the prime time of the year to start looking at rookies, and I'm looking at the point guard in Brooklyn. And no, not Jaeger Yeoman. No. Nolan Trere is here, folks. You are literally not going to believe it. Over the last, double checking, the last week, he's averaging 8.3 dimes. That's crazy. You're not going to find those amount of dimes on the waiver wire. He's scoring well. He's got good field goal percentage. I think he is probably the best of that point guard group, and he's going to go buck wild rest of the season. So you should be looking to grab Nolan Trere.
Yeah, you stole Nolan Traore off my ad list. Andre knows this. I've been on Traore for a couple weeks now, maybe longer at this point. But nice assists, nice numbers, and the thing I love the most, and I've said this in other shows, he started alongside Joman in their last game together, so they both got like 28 minutes, and that's such a great sign for Traore. Like, I was already kind of in on him, but if they're going to play them together and they don't care, they're just going to let him rip. I think Traore is going to be a blast. So
Yeah.
love that pick. My next one is not a silly season darling. In fact, it's the opposite of that. It's Khalil Ware of the Miami Heat. And even in his sleep, I think he puts up fantasy numbers. His last 3 games, he played Sunday, February 8th, 30 minutes, 19 points, 14 boards, a block, and a 3. Monday, in a back-to-back, he got 14 minutes. He had 8.6 boards and a steal and a 3. So at least it wasn't, oblivion. And then Wednesday, February 11th, he played 28 minutes, 16 points, 12 boards, a steal, 2 blocks, 2 threes. Wiggins is hurt. Powell is hurt. Tyler Hero is hurt.
Oh, my God.
I just feel like as long as someone on the Heat is injured, Ware's going to play and put up numbers. So we've said it all year. You can't drop Khalil Ware, but a lot of people have. So if he's out there, pick him up.
Easy call. Well, easy call.
Who you got next?
I'm going to give you guys a deeper league one. I think it's very interesting. And I don't know if it necessarily pans out, but if you want to take a shot and you're in a deeper league and you need some interesting production, I would try Rob Dillingham. He had 16 and 7 with the steal or 2 in his last contest before the break. The Bulls aren't trying, if you know that. We haven't seen Josh Giddey yet. We probably will. He'll probably come back for a couple games, but they're not looking to win. They finally traded Vooch. They're embracing the tank. They're finally moving their organization in the right direction for once in their lives. Rob Dillingham might get some run, and I know it's like a hodgepodge of guards there, but if he's getting some time, he may be interesting and put up some nice fantasy stats down the stretch for deeper leagues.
Yeah, interesting. Right now it's Anthony Simons and kind of Simons and Jaden Ivey have been the guys with Giddey and Trey Jones out. But Dillingham has also been making a little bit of noise. I think he's a deep league guy, right? But he's also somebody, like, we know that guys are going to emerge in the next month that we didn't think were going to. Dillingham might be one of those guys. So nothing else. We want to keep a close eye on what's happening with the guard situation in Chicago. And I've got Giddey literally everywhere, man. He's done and Alex Sarr is done, then I'm done. I can just go ahead and cash it in right now. I'm toast, but I hope Giddey is coming back. But if he doesn't, man, Dillingham might make some noise. My last guy is a man that I touted in our last show before the All-Star break, and he plays for the Bucks, Ousmane Dieng.
Oh, man.
I went all in on him last Thursday, and I was like, he's my pickup of the day. He was so far under the radar in my eyes that I felt like I was going out on a limb. He had 36 minutes, 3 triples, 19 points, 11 boards, 6 dimes, 4 blocks, and a steal. Had 65 FanDuel points or something. And Milwaukee is kind of a mess. They're not really going anywhere either. I don't know if Giannis is really going to come back and play or not. But for now, after his last 2 games, I'm kind of in love with Ousmane Dieng. Tim, you got any Ousmane love?
I do, man. I'm a truther too. I believe in it. You sold me just now. I would absolutely grab him and see what happens. I think he's better than a lot of those other guys over there. So he might get some run even with Giannis back. They might find some time on the court for him to put up some nice numbers. And he's got a good fantasy game, man.
Miles Turner's been banged up. Giannis hasn't been playing. And the nice thing about Dieng is he's not a center, but he qualifies as a center. He's a forward. But you can play him at center if you need to. I think Dieng is a great pickup right now. And then if this was a blip on the radar and he goes back to not do anything, you drop him and pick'em guys we're talking about, but I love the Usman Jang grab right now. All right, Tim, let's switch gears here and look at streamers for this evening. Thursday night, there's a bunch of games tonight. I think it might be 11.
Yeah, it's a bunch. It's time.
Okay, good. Who is your top streamer for this evening?
It's I hope you guys are tuning into the back-to-back tank bowl between the Wizards and the Pacers. You're gonna have plenty of streamers. So many people. I think my number one, and I know that people are kind of upset because he had a bad shooting night the last, actually probably couple nights, but you can probably take a chance on Will Riley for the next 2 games. He's going to get plenty of run. It's the Wizards and the Pacers. They're both trying to get last place, so just roll the dice and see what happens. You might luck into a nice 20-point game with a couple steals and rebounds and threes. Take a chance.
How many streamers and pickups and waiver wire ads are there in this game? I mean,
so
both of these teams are in full shut it down mode. Bub Carrington, play him. Trey Johnson, play him. Keyshawn George, yes. Bilal Coulibaly, if he plays, yes. Vucevic, who missed a game or two with an illness, yes, he's a must play. Will Riley, pick him up, play him. Justin Schimpeni, must play, must add. And then you go to the Pacers side, and it's the same thing. It's just a bunch of guys that are young and exciting and might play. Jarris Walker, Micah Potter, Ben Shepherd, Cam Jones, Quentin Jackson, Jay Huff might do something. So, man, you gotta, as Charles Barkley would say, man, you gotta love the game to watch that game. I mean, that is as dog food as it gets, right? Like,
it's so bad.
Tank fest. I'm gonna talk about a guy that I don't usually get behind, and that's Paul Reed. With Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren gone, Paul Reed simply has to go off. Like,
that's no choice.
He's the lock of locks, right? Like, he is going to have a big line. Big ball Paul is going to ball. Look at his last game before the break, too. Wednesday, 33 minutes, 10 of 17 shooting, a three-pointer, 22, 5, and 3, with 3 steals and 4 blocks. My God. That's Usman Jang like right there, man. That's like killing. I'm just kidding.
That is absurd.
Yeah,
he's a lock Paul, regardless.
He is a lock. You've got to play Paul. All right, who you got after B-ball Paul?
Yeah, you actually mentioned him, but we could take it back.
Oh man, I forgot that you had a pacer in there. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. You were prefacing it. You're warming it up for me. Micah Potter is a go. Yes, I know J-Hub will probably get some time, but if you look at his game log, he's been kind of getting like upwards 29, 30 minutes. They don't have anything to lose. They're just out here rolling out guys for the heck of it. Micah Potter could get you a nice double-double with some threes and maybe one defensive stats to go along with it. And I would absolutely take a chance. Like I said, the tank bowl, nothing like a good tank bowl, man. So don't be afraid to look at Micah Potter.
Yeah, his game log is kind of rough, but his last game looks pretty good. He had 19 points, a steal, 2 blocks, 12 boards, a three-pointer. And that was against Brooklyn in another tank bowl.
Tank bowl, man.
So would you go Micah Potter or Jay Huff tonight?
If I had Jay Huff, I'd pick Jay Huff unless something randomly happens. Yeah, I would go Jay Huff over Micah Potter. But then Micah Potter, of course, if I don't have Jay Huff available.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Micah Potter, I feel like he's a super sleeper that people are not thinking about. And I could see him having a good game. So I kind of like it. I don't know. I just don't know if Jay Huff is going to play 3 minutes or if he's going to play 30 minutes. If I knew that going in, I'd say, yeah, I'm taking Jay Huff. But with the uncertainty with Jay Huff, I mean, Micah Potter might be a safer play with less upside.
If he was to start, I think I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. We'd just like, oh, there goes.
Yeah, I think you want to wait for this Washington, Indiana starting lineups to hit, and you kind of go from there. And are you, while we're talking about Indiana, just briefly? Well, we're going to talk about them later. I'll ask you that question in the last segment.
Okay.
All right, my next pickup streamer for tonight is Justin Champagnie. He gets steals, he gets boards, he gets points. He's okay in assists. He hits threes. His numbers aren't blowing up. He's not shooting it great right now. 12.7 boards, almost a steal, a block, 1.4 threes over his last 5. I feel like it's time for the real Justin Champagnie to show out. Like, he's due to pop, and I feel like it could happen in this crappy game against the Pacers.
Oh yeah, that's an easy call. And he's one of those like good per minute producers, man. Oh, please let it happen for all of the fantasy people out there. Please.
I think now that Brewski has a day off and isn't on this show talking about Justin Champagnie, the vibes are going to push him to a monster game.
Yeah, I like.
All right, who you got next?
I'm going to give you guys a little sleeper in Sacramento, and this could not work out. I'll be the first one to say that. But deeper league, you might. Yeah, this is a risky one. You might want to look at Daquan Plowden. It's like I said, these teams are tanking, man. They're leaning into it. Like, we're going to see less of Russ.
He plays for the
Sacramento
Kings.
Yeah, the last.
I mean, you got to tell people. You got to tell people who Daquan Plowden plays for. They'll never find him. They'll I don't know.
Just so you know, he exists. Yes, he's a real person. I didn't make up a name for the sake of you picking up someone. He plays for the Kings, but his minutes log has been. Yeah, he's a real practice. Just let you guys know. His minutes log last couple games, he got 39 minutes against Cleveland, 28 minutes against New Orleans, and he got 32 minutes against Utah. They have no reason to play their main guys anymore. We know Zach LaVine's done. We're seeing DeMar DeRozan get his minutes cut. Russ is like, his foot all of a sudden starts hurting. Domantas Sabonis, he may not even be on the team at this point. Like, he may be at home. Who knows? These guys are getting run. You might want to take a look at him. He's got an interesting game. He can get some assists, some rebounds, can score and give you some steals along with threes. And he has pretty solid field goal or free throw percentage for a big man. So don't be afraid to look his way.
Interesting stuff. I was trying to find him on my phone to see how much he was on FanDuel, but I couldn't get there in time. So maybe I'll do that when you're talking next time. But my final streamer of the night is my guy, Nolan Traore. Yes. You talked about him earlier. We don't need to go into depth. I mentioned that he's starting alongside Joman. He's played 32, 24, 38. 25 minutes over his last 5 games. He scored in double digits in 4 straight. He had 13 assists in one of those games. Not a big 3-point shooter, but he hits 1 or 2 a game. And he gets some steals, but the assists and points have been awesome. So I'm locking Paul Reed and Nolan Traore into my lineup tonight for sure. And then a couple honorable mentions, guys I had written down that we didn't have time to get to. Anthony Simon's been playing really well for Chicago. He's probably rostered at this point, but I like him. Sam Merrill for the Cavaliers looks pretty good. And then our guy Jay Huff in Indy, if he's starting, I think you can use him. If he's not, you might not want to. All right, let's go to what we're looking for after the All-Star break. Tim, what is something you want to watch closely going forward?
I'm interested to see what's going on in Utah, man. They got hit with that fine, the $500,000. I don't think it stops them from tanking. I don't think these teams care that much, to be completely honest. They might even get more aggressive. All of a sudden, Lauri's just going to get ruled out. Lauri Markkanen is just going to be out. It's not going to be, he's playing until the fourth quarter. He might not just play at all. So, I mean, you definitely want to have Filipowski, please, on your roster. Nurk might just get DMP'd the rest of the way. Who knows? we may never see Nurk again. People like Collier, Brian Sensabaugh, all those guys need to be rostered right now. Ace Bailey, absolutely, because he's the rookie. They're probably going to roll him out to see what he can do, have him develop his game. But you just got to have all these tank masters on your team right now because it's going to be a mess. You might see Laurie, you might not. Just don't be surprised if you don't.
Who's your number one ad for the Jazz?
Ooh, right now, probably because we're still waiting on Keontae George. I don't know if he's like really injured or not.
And where is Keontae George? Meanwhile, Isaiah Collier has just been going off.
Yeah, it might be him.
And then I think Filipowski is probably a must roster player at this point as well.
Both of those guys, easy piece, great calls.
Okay. I in a similar vein, I just wrote down, I'm watching the tankers, man. Like we've spent most of this episode talking about tanking teams and silly season pickups. And the tanking teams are the Pacers, the Kings, the Jazz, who we've talked about all three of those extensively. The Nets, Traore, the Wizards, we've broken them down. And then there's the Grizzlies. Nobody is talking about the Grizzlies. First of all, not Grizzlies related. Are you worried about Pascal Siakam being shut down for the Pacers?
Yeah, I think you're going to get signed number one during the Tank Bowl, man. They're not afraid to not let these guys play. I think eventually it will happen. Later on,
I think he's right there with Alex Sarr. Maybe Siakam plays every other game the rest of the way. Maybe he just straight up gets shut down. I don't know, but I'm a little worried about him because the Pacers are just out there running the entire, B squad, C squad as much as they can. So it's kind of funny, but I'm worried about Pascal Siakam. Hopefully he plays tonight. I don't know. Let's look at Memphis for a second. We got Ja Morant, MIA. Nobody's seen Ja Morant in weeks. Yeah. He's like on a milk carton. Santi Aldama, gone.
Oh, him too.
Where has he been? He's working his way back. Cedric Coward, banged up. Jaren Jackson, out of town in Utah. Who from the Jazz are you most the Grizzlies are you most excited about? There's a list of guys I'll give you. There's Ty Jerome, there's Cam Spencer, there's Scottie Pippen. Walter Clayton's been banged up, hasn't been playing, and there's Gigi Jackson and Jalen Wells. I'm kind of fired up about Gigi.
Yeah, you stole right out of my mouth. Same, out of all people. We always saw the signs. I mean, if you've been a big fantasy guy and you had him a couple years back, when he got the chucking away and some of those shots were going, you'd be like, "Oh man, there's some promise here." So he looks a lot better. He looks a lot more mature on the court. I think he also has the better path to minutes. It's not that guard log jam. Gigi's number one on my list. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'd rank these guys: Gigi, and then Ty Jerome, and then Cam Spencer. Oh, and Taylor Hendricks. I didn't mention him, man. Super sleeper. They're in Memphis with Jaren Jackson gone and Santi banged up. Taylor Hendricks could start the rest of the season for this team. And I don't know what they're doing with Kyle Anderson, but he's playing. And it's weird. I have him on my 30 deep team. And I may put him in my lineup if they keep rolling him out there. But I want to see what happens in Memphis the rest of this week. So there's a bunch of guys keeping an eye on. Taylor Hendricks is keep an eye on big time. And then Gigi Jackson for Tim and I. It's probably an ad. Tim, what are you watching for? What's next on your list?
Well, given some good news that we got during the show, I don't know if anybody knows, I'm ready to see the healthy Cavs, man. The double big, Evan Mobley on track to play tomorrow. Oh, thank God. Finally, I've been waiting on this day. I want to see what it looks like. Harden feeding those two big men, and then you just got Donovan Mitchell killing them from deep. You still got Sam Merrill who can kill them from deep. I'm watching Jalen Tyson because, dude, I think his role shrinks really small, and he might not be someone you want to have in 12-team leagues because what is he going to do? That's the thing. What's he gonna
sad,
do?
man. I love Jalen Tyson. He's been so good.
He's been so good. So good.
Like he's almost like a friend of the show because we've had so much fun with Jalen Tyson. But you're right, man. He might be going bye-bye, which would suck.
Yeah, it's Mobley's gonna take a lot of that usage from him. I think Jalen Tyson does still start because they see him as their wing of the future, but it's gonna be rough for him to kind of get as many shots. I'm excited to see him though. I think the team's gonna be very exciting to watch.
Yeah, since I'm hosting, I wasn't able to keep an eye on the chat. I missed the Evan Mobley news. That's big. All right, my turn, right? I am on Victor Wembanyama watch. We talked about all these Debbie Downer guys that are being shut down and all these scrubs that are suddenly going to be good. But let's talk about Wemby for a second. Wemby went into the All-Star game and he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play hard and I'm going to try. And I want everybody else to do it with me. And that was cool because the All-Star or the dunk contest was a bust. The 3-point contest was won by a man who's out for the season, Damian Lillard. And then you got the game itself. I turned it on and I knew there was something else coming on like at 8:00 right after, but it said there was more time left in the game or less time left in the game than there should have been. And I was like, what's going on? But I forgot they divided up into all these weird mini games or whatever. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. But Wemby, I feel like sort of saved All-Star weekend. And the fantasy news about Wemby is he could only miss 3 more games. And if he misses a 4th game, he's disqualified from qualifying to be the MVP of the league. And newsflash, the Spurs are good. And the Spurs are good because Wemby plays every night. He may not play as many minutes as we want him to. He may not be doing quite the Jokic-esque stuff that we were hoping for, but he's been awesome. And he's got a real shot at winning the MVP if he doesn't miss more than 3 more games. And the FanDuel odds on him winning MVP are plus 3,300. I love that bet, man. Throw $100 to win that. And I think he's motivated, man. He does not want to miss any more games. And that doesn't mean he won't. He could get hurt, but I love where we are with Wemby and how just the leadership he's showing by being out there every night.
Yeah, I think it helps too. I think Jokic can miss 1 game. He has 1 left that Jokic can miss. SGA, we haven't heard anything yet. It's a little concerning about his ab strain. Wemby's here, man. Wemby wants the ball out. So that's a good call. And at 3,300,
if Jokic misses 1 more game, he's out. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think Jokic has 1 more that he can miss.
So if he misses 2 more, he's out.
2 more is out. Yeah, technically. Yeah.
And then these SGA misses are piling up too, man.
They're piling up.
So he could be DQ'd. It's Wemby season right now. I may have to get on the FanDuel right now and make that wager while you're talking about these questions that we're going to answer. Okay. I assume we have extinguished all of our stuff. You don't have anything left to talk about, right?
No, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. That was fun.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, we emptied the tank. So now with the extra time we have left, we're going to answer questions from y'all. So let's get right to it. From @Mr. Todd says, I have Peyton Watson on IR, who apparently is coming back. Who should I drop? Is that Poulter? Is that not Ian Poulter? He's a golfer. Is it Pirtle? I think it's Pirtle.
Okay.
Maybe. Is it Pirtle? Collier, Sadiq Bey, or Alex Walker?
Oh, it might be Alexander Walker. It might be Null.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. Man, this dude is abbreviating hardcore. Or drop Watson. Would you think that's Pirtle, Tim? Help me here.
I think it's Podol too. I'm gonna assume. I couldn't think of anyone else's name that had like Pullet in it, so I'm assuming it's Pirtle. I mean, they're all good.
I'm not cutting Collar. I'm not cutting Bay.
And I'm not counting
I'm
Nall.
not cutting any W. So it's Poulter. Why do I say Ian Poulter? Jakob Pertl, or I got golf on the brain, man. Jakob Pertl or Peyton Watson.
The only thing that I say Watson may be a drop, only because Cam Johnson, Christian Brown are both back. Their team is mostly healthy. I think Watson's better than those guys, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do as much on the court now that the team actually has some firepower surrounding him. Only reason I would say Porto out of that is because he's still ramping up, and I don't know how close your playoffs are. So if they're close, yeah, you might want to move on. But I think that this break helps Pirtle's back. So take that in consideration too.
So with Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon is still gone with that hamstring.
That's true.
So those other guys are filling in, but it was Peyton Watson who was balling out.
He was
when Gordon first went down, and then he went away, and then now sort of Christian Brown and Cameron Johnson have stepped up. I'm going to say it depends on your lineup, Mr. Todd, but if you've got depth at center and you don't need Pirtle, I think I would cut Pirtle and keep Watson. Just because, yes, there's competition. It's going to be three heads, Christian Brown, Cameron Johnson, and Watson, but Watson was balling, man.
Watson's better.
I want to see if he can get back to that. I don't know. It's close. Either Pirtle or Watson.
Yeah,
I'm leaning Watson. I feel like you're leaning Pirtle. And that's fine. That's cool. Grant T56. Do you think Kuminga is worth an add in a 10-team league? Absolutely not.
Oh, no. No. You can skip past that. There's got to be somebody better.
Yeah. A 10-team league, I guarantee you, Kuminga is nothing more than a name, especially with the Hawks.
Yeah.
No. Just no.
The easiest question of the day. I like that.
AGZ20. I think I'm ready to drop Portis. Now hearing Levine is out. I want to pick up Keegan Murray. Do you think he'll play that much down the stretch, or should I pick up Devin Carter in a cat league?
Whoa.
Tim, I'll let you go first on this one.
Wow, Keegan Murray. I forgot he existed. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's okay to drop Portis. I'm not really big on Portis. I mean, maybe Usman Jang takes his spot. Who knows? We're just saying. I'm just Usman Jang truther. But yeah, I would probably prioritize somebody that's going to get more minutes down the stretch. So if you want to look at Devin Carter, who's going to be locked for 30+ minutes a night, yeah, I like that. And if you can stash Keegan to see what happens and you have the ability to do that, sure. But I think I'm okay on Portis. You're pretty safe to drop there for me.
Well, what about Clifford? I mean, would you rather have? I mean, in our discussion earlier, I was a Carter guy. You were a Clifford guy.
Yeah, if Clifford's available there, yeah, I'd rather take Clifford over Carter at 100%. But
and what about Keegan Murray? Would you trust Keegan Murray? Would you pick up those guys in front of Keegan Murray, or would you?
Oh, that's a good question. I have Keegan Murray stashed only because it's a games cap, so it's easy for me to stash. That's close. I would think they spent so much money on him that they would let Keegan Murray do his thing. That's my whole thing. They gave him this big contract, and they would. But at the same time, they have nothing to lose starting these younger guys.
They're so weird. I mean,
weird.
I trust Devin Carter and Neat Clifford more than I trust them playing Keegan Murray at this point, is where I am.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go the same way. You just don't know, man. The Kings been doing weird stuff all season. I would choose Neekin.
Escobaz 96 asks, would you drop Cam Johnson to pick up your boy Tristan Vukcevic?
Oh, in a heartbeat. Run, don't walk. Get rid of him. Please.
I agree. Vukcevic is basically a run, don't walk pickup at this point, in my mind. Even if Sarr returns, it's not going to be for a few weeks. And Vukcevic starting tonight is going to barnstorm fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goo James wants to know Colin Murray Boyles or Jay Huff. And last I saw, Colin Murray Boyles is healthy again, finally.
Finally.
But he's got to compete with Jakob Poeltl, that guy, for those touches. He's also got Mamu Kelishvili in his way.
Sanders there.
And Jay Huff has Micah Potter and Rick Carlisle to deal with. Like, if Jay Huff gets minutes, I want Jay Huff. If he doesn't, I want CMB. Tim, who are you going with here?
Yeah, I think it's Huff too. CMB just is too much competition, especially with Portal back.
I don't like the way CMB has played since his injury. Like, he hasn't popped or done much since he got hurt. So, and he's got more competition than Huff does. I just don't really trust Jay Huff enough to lock him in. Like, in a weekly deep league where I had to set my lineup on Monday, do I have the stones to put Jay Huff in it? I don't know, but I think I would roll the dice on Huff over CMB. Angel Barra wants to know Murray Boyles, again, Scottie Pippen Jr., Musa Diabate, or Wendell Carter, rest of season points league.
Oh, gosh. None of these guys like points league guys. I'd say none. Yeah, if you had to pick somebody, this is so bad. Maybe Pippen or Diabate for me. It's rough. They're all kind of not like points league guys.
Yeah, I think I'd go Murray Boyles. But my main question to Angeli Barra 6453 would be, dude, there's got to be something else out there.
There's got to be something better.
There's got to be, like Tristan Vukcevic, like any of the Devin Carter, Nolan Traore, any of these guys we talked about today, Jarris Walker. There's got to be something better out there. Obviously, those are all, well, they're not all centers because he's got Pippen in there.
True. Go
back and listen to all of this show and pick one of the guys we talked about in the last 45 minutes. Okay. Daniel Paisley, out of that group, I'm saying CMB. You're saying Pippen or Diabate.
Yeah.
Not Wendell Carter Jr. How about that?
Yeah.
Daniel Paisley, rank Filipowski, Traore, Cardwell, CMB, Max, Christie, and Brandon Williams. Jeez.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
I'm going Traore, Cardwell, Filipowski, and CMB are my top four.
I would go pretty similar. I got Cardwell, Filipowski, Traore, and honestly, I don't even think it's CMB. I think it might be Brandon Williams. I think they're taking now.
All right, we're going rapid fire. Daniel Paisley, Vukes or Cardwell?
Vucevic or Cardwell? Ooh, that's really good. I do think it's Cardwell though. Actually, I think it's Cardwell.
Oh, I'm going to Vucevic. I disagree. Vucevic is a run, don't walk. Cardwell probably already rostered, but I think Vukes is who I want right now. Sam Q, would you trade Kevin Porter Jr. to get Denny Avdia?
Yep, in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Is Denny going to finish this thing out? I guess he is. They're in the hunt. Okay. Yeah. I'm really enjoying Kevin Porter, but man, Denny's been so good. Jeff Wing, please rank rest of the season. D'Anthony Melton, Jalen Smith, Jarris Walker, Devin Carter, Vucevic, Justin Shambeni, Will Riley, Neat Clifford. For the last question, we're going to sum up everything we talked about today with this question for Jeff Wing. Let's start it here, Tim. Look at that list and pick out your number one guy.
Oh, man. One?
For me,
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's
for me, I'm down to Jarris Walker or Tristan Vukcevic. It's one of those two for me.
Yeah, I think it's Vucevic for me. is number one.
Yeah,
I love Jalen Smith, but
he's number one for me too. I'm going Vukcevic. My number 2 is going to be Jarris. And then I'll say Devin Carter after that. Then Justin Champagnie. And I can't. My brain hurts. I can't do anymore.
I'll give you Tristan. I'll give you Jarris Walker, Neek Clifford, and if he stays healthy, then Jalen Smith.
Okay. All right, man. That's going to do it for this show. It was brought to you by FanDuel. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Tim, for coming on. I'm sorry I blanked on your last name for a second.
No,
I recovered quickly. Man, we got a lot of super sleepers in this episode, man. It's packed. Thank you, FanDuel, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you guys soon.